And now for something completely different. Hello, Tico here, or Tico Sprinter. Now, not Tico's. Even I can't pronounce it. It's just crazy, isn't it? So yeah, Tico Sprinter here now. Hope you're all well and safe. Hope you've all had a good Christmas and New Year. And welcome to my lockdown Q&A video. So without further ado, let's begin. The first 3 questions are from Henry's Transport Adventures and Beyond. Hello. Henry's first question is, favourite other sprinter which isn't GWR? Well, to me it doesn't really matter which franchises manages the sprinters, or super sprinters, express sprinters, or Southwestern turbos. It doesn't matter. So apart from GWR, they're managed by Abellio Scott Rail, East Midlands Railways, Northern Trains, Southwestern Railway, and then Transport for Wales. So all of those franchises I like because they have sprinters as well as GWR. Henry's second question is, which do you like the most, N, O, or O scale to model with? Now I've built 2 train sets in the past with O gauge, so O gauge. So yeah, O gauge. Henry's third and final question is, what is your favourite YouTube channel? I don't have a favourite YouTube channel because to me it just undermines everyone else. Having just one person above everyone else is just, no, it doesn't feel right to me. So I don't have a favourite YouTube channel, no. The next set of 3 questions is from James Glossop. Hello! James's first question is, what railway station have you been fascinated about the most over the years? There's Crewe Station, because there's loads of trains at Crewe, different types and different franchises as well. So Avanti West Coast, London North Western Railway, East Midlands Railway, Transport for Wales, Northern Trains, as well as freight, charter trains, Royal Mail, 150 sprinters, and the other types of sprinters as well. So it'd be great to do a full day at Crewe whenever we can, because you know, lockdown. Oh, let's not forget the Caledonian Sleeper. James's second question is, have you been to any disused railway stations, and if not, which one would you like to visit and why? We've got, in total, we have 2 where I live here in Tewkesbury, and then there's another disused station at Ashchurch. So possibly sometime this year I might cover that. And James's final question is, are there any stations in Yorkshire that you would like to visit, preferably South Yorkshire? Yes, James, and I know what you mean, because I do like, I am looking forward to our collaboration when we can do it, of course. COVID. So in South Yorkshire there's 2 really. There's Sheffield and then there's Doncaster. But yeah, they both have a good amount of trains, different franchises, and of course sprinters. So yeah, Yorkshire, Leeds, Wakefield station, so Wakefield, Westgate and Kirkgate, as well as York. If I've missed any good stations out in Yorkshire or South Yorkshire, then do let me know in the comments. The next set of 3 questions is from Josh's Train Room. Hello! And Josh's first question is, out of the Hornby 2021 range, which is your favourite model to get? To be fair though, there's only 2, really. There's the Progress Pendolino 390-119, and then there's the Midland Pullman. Josh's second question is, If you had the money to buy 150001, I wish. What livery would you put on it which it hasn't been in? Now, that's a good question. Bloody hell. Well, the livery I'd like to put on my beloved is the London Midland livery, because it's one of my favourite liveries to date. So, yeah, I'd say London Midland, Josh. And the final question from Josh's train room is, what would you name your layout if you ever made one? I have no idea, actually. I would name it something like Tewkesbury Junction. The next set of 3 questions is from 666 Pics. Hello. So 6's first question is, I know you are a big Class 150 fan. What made you like them? This is the question, really, isn't it? Why am I so obsessed with 150 sprinters? It's 2 parts, this answer is, so I've written it all down so I don't rant on. So, the first part is, because my first ever train ride now was 20 years ago, and it was on a Class 150 Sprinter, my beloved. It took me from, she took me from Kidderminster, where I used to live back then, to Birmingham Moor Street, as well as my first ever train ride on my beloved, which is why it's known as my beloved. I grew up travelling on the 150s. They took me to many places over the course of my time growing up, to see distant family and friends, high school, holidays, job, work interviews, my first ever train spot, first ever rail tour, first ever farewell tour, and my first and only Valentine's Day, which was with my beloved. True story. But that's for another video. The second part to this answer is because, now, when I lived in Kidderminster, growing up, it wasn't a very good time. I had problems at home and school, so I saved up pocket money and just travelled on the 150s, just to offer me an escape from all that badness and just keep myself happy, I suppose, by being on a 150. 6's second question is, apart from the Class 150 Sprinters, what is another train you like? Well, I like any train really that passes through, or just any train that I spot. I don't mind, as long as it's a train. I like the Pacers, which are sadly no longer around. The 170 Turbo Stars, and the HSTs. And the final question from 666 Pics is, what places would you like to visit one day? Oh, there's a few. There's a few places that I'd like to visit that I've been to already, and then there's those that I've not been to before. So Blackpool, I do miss the nightlife. Of course, there's loads to do in Blackpool. You got the sea, the sand, the sprinters, of course. Cardiff, I've not been to Cardiff yet, but I'd like to visit the 3 stations at Cardiff, primarily because it's just littered with sprinters, which is very nice. The Isle of Wight, I've not been to Scotland. The Lake District, I think that's about it really. Oh yeah, the National Railway Museum in York, I've not been there either. The next set of 2 questions is from Adam Waldron. Hello. Adam's first question is, what was the first train you remember going on? Now technically I've already answered this in 666 Pics' first question, but I'm just going to say it anyway. So, my first ever train ride was on 150001, which is now known as my beloved, and it's on my mask, right here. Hello. I do miss her so much. Anyway, I travelled on it from Kidderminster to Birmingham Moor Street 20 years ago now. So Adam's second and final question is, if you could bring back any lost railway line and station, or locomotive DMU or EMU, which are long gone, What would it be? Good question. I would bring back the Tewkesbury and Malvern Railway because that's, well, it used to run past here in Tewkesbury. The next set of 2 questions is from Emilio. Oh, he says Happy New Year. Happy New Year! Emilio's first question is, what are you most looking forward to this year? Well, hopefully when the lockdown ends, that's the start. There's 2 really. There's reunite with my beloved and do the train driving experience at Scunthorpe. Emilio's second and final question is, what is the update of your train driving experience? Has it been moved back again? I think I can update you all on this. So basically, I'm still scheduled to drive 144017 Pacer at Scunthorpe on the 20th of February this year. However, this lockdown, I think we're going to be in this lockdown for a bit longer than, during that time. So it possibly might have to reschedule it again. But it's still it's only a month away still, so a lot can happen in a month. So for now, 20th of February. The next set of 2 questions are from She Loves Trends. She Loves Trains, sorry. It's those damn subtitles we've been watching over Christmas. Hello. So the first question from She Loves Trends is, I'm just going to stick to that from now on, I think. What are your YouTube goals? So to be truthful, I've not had any YouTube goals when I first started this channel. Well, let's just say started to take the channel more seriously last year. But now you've mentioned it, I have made 2 long-term goals and just 1 short-term goal. Long-term goal number 1 for my channel is to show people that anyone can make videos on YouTube, even if I am a complete sprinter-obsessed lunatic who has a bond with a train for 20 years, and I am proud of who I am, and no one can change that, if that makes sense. Second long-term goal is to gain confidence and collaborate with the YouTubers who have inspired me and so many others during the difficult year that was last year. Yeah, so if you are interested, G Loves Trains, or not just you, obviously James Glossop, we know, we want to collab with each other sometime this year. Simon Trains, Mini Worcester Junction, if you are also interested, any of you. Yeah, if you are interested, then do let me know, and we'll sort something out, hopefully for this year. And the short-term goal is to reach 100 subscribers, but I'm not really too bothered about that one. It's the long-term goals I'm taking more seriously. The second and final question from She Loves Trent is, what is a train you would like to ride that you have never ridden before? 155, 156 Super Sprinters, TransPennine Express Novas, and the Pendolino. Mostly the Pride Pendolino. The next set of 2 questions now is from Josh Kuzner. Hello. Josh's first question is, will you be making a video about your train driving experience day? Of course I am, Josh. I mean, it's a rare opportunity for train enthusiasts to drive a train for 2 hours. I mean, what could possibly go wrong with me driving a train, eh? And Josh's second and final question is, what was your favourite thing that happened last year? Favourite thing that happened last year? The fact that it ended. Outside of trains, we managed to safely go and visit some of my distant family and friends. Now, train-wise, we did manage to go on a 150 Sprinter between Exeter, Paignton and back, which was just satisfying. I visited the Dartmouth Steam Railway for the first time. I managed to get a few other train spots in that I thought I couldn't do because of, COVID. As well as having my first ever video vlog, live stream. The next question is from Simon Trains, or Simon Trains, or as we call him in the community, Cyber Trades. Hello! Simon says, what are your plans for content during lockdown? Now, originally, I used to go up to the footbridge at Ashchurch as part of my once-a-day walk, exercise, to spot specials passing through Ashchurch. This is no longer the case for a while because one of my family members, you see, has had to go for a test. They developed symptoms because they work in a nursery, you see. But for now, I think what I can do is just make some videos from the archive, compilation videos, and that's it for this video. So thank you to all of you for your questions. Thanks for watching, and stay safe, everyone.